Well, students, as you all know that we have discussed our Unit 1 in our previous lecture videos. Today we are going to discuss and have a review over the structure of an atom. What we are going to study? We are going to have a review over structure of an atom. To understand this terminology atom, we must know that what is matter. As we have studied in your previous grade, that matter is anything that has mass and occupy space. It is known as matter. Like for example, this pen that I am holding in my hand, it is having its own mass and also occupying some space, so it is considered as matter. This paper is also considered as matter. A lot of other objects that are present in your surrounding. If you are in your classroom, then your chair, your book, your water bottle, your school bag, board marker, blackboard or whiteboard, either what kind of board is present in your classroom, these all are considered as matter. So book, pen, paper or anything etc. considered as matter. So these are examples of matter. Now as we know that matter having a specific mass and also occupying space, then you must also know that matter is made up of tiny particles which are in constant and random motion, and these tiny particles are considered as atoms. So the definition of atom is defined as the smallest particle of an element. In previous times in the history, it is considered that atoms are indivisible. What does indivisible mean? Indivisible means cannot be break down into smaller pieces. But later on, this thing was proved as wrong, as atom can be divided into three small subparticles is not indivisible. And what are these three subparticles? These three subparticles are considered as proton, electron and neutron. Well, to understand this all division and structure of atom, have a look at the structure of atom. First of all, in the structure of atom, a nucleus is present. This nucleus having the mass of the whole atom, that means the atomic mass of any atom depends on its nucleus. Why? Because in the nucleus, inside nucleus, proton and neutron are present. Alright, so the two subparticles, that is proton and neutron, these are present inside the nucleus, and around the nucleus there are energy shells, and these energy shells have electrons which are rotating in these orbits and shells. In the first energy shell, 2 electrons are present which are rotating in these energy levels. Electrons move in these fixed orbits around the nucleus. While in second shell, we can have 8 electrons. The same way, there are 4 shells, total 4 shells. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. In third energy shell or orbit, how many electrons are present or reside? In this shell, 18 electrons can reside, and in this shell 32 electrons are present. How we get to know about all of this structure? For this, you must know a little bit about the history. First of all, we are going to talk about Dalton's model. It was given in 1803, and he said that the atom is very small, hard sphere that is indivisible. That I have told you before, that Dalton told us about the indivisibility property of an atom. Then Thomson's model was passed in 1897. According to this model, the atom is a continuous mass of positive charge containing negatively charged electrons. So accordingly to the Thomson's model, it is said that positive charges and negatively charged electrons are present. As you can see, like negative charged electrons are present with positive charges. This kind of model was passed by Thomson. Then the third atomic model was by Rutherford. Was Rutherford's model, and it was passed in 1911. Well, Rutherford said that in his model that the atom has a nucleus surrounded by electrons. As you can see, we all know that it is nucleus, and the atom has a nucleus which is surrounded by electrons. So this kind of model was given by Rutherford. Then the next model was by Bohr's model. Bohr's model was passed in 1913. In this model, Bohr stated that the atom has a nucleus, the same way Rutherford had told us before, and electrons move in fixed orbits around the nucleus. There were some misconceptions and some mistakes and defects in Rutherford's model about the movement of the electrons, which was corrected by Bohr, and he said that electrons are moving in their fixed orbits. Then modern model of atom was given, and in that modern model it is said that electrons are found in high probability regions, that is, if it is a nucleus, then these energy shells are considered as high probability regions. In these regions electrons are found. I hope that it is helpful to understand. As you can see and understand development of the atomic model. Now you all know that what is an atom look like, and it is made up of even smallest particles, that is 3 subparticles, proton, electron and neutron. And you have also seen and observed the discussion of the models of an atom.